everybody, I am Zazubaar. And a couple of months ago, I promised you guys that when I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is a major feat by any YouTuber, and if you hit it, you should celebrate it. And a couple of months ago, I hit that fantastic feat. And because I hit that fantastic feat, I was planning to do a fantastic video to celebrate. I was intending to do a special, no-hold-bar fucking spectacular video on Zazubaar Film Productions to celebrate this incredible achievement. But I waited a little bit too long to actually make the video, and by the time I started to get all the things working together, it was too late. I already reached well over 1,000, so it would have been pointless to actually do the video since 1,000 subscribers at being like 1,050 would be like, well, you already reached it, so this is a little late, like the Godzilla trailer. So it would have been pointless to do the video at that point, so I decided to scrap it and save that special for another occasion. But we're not done yet with doing specials. We're doing a celebration of the wonderful relationships you and I, the subscriber, have built up. So, I believe it's time once again to ask the ultimate question that I could ask of you folks at home. I'm going to ask the question of, any questions? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the time of the year, once again, that I always like to do a celebratory live broadcast in which I answer you folks at home your questions to me, Zazubaar. I've done this twice already. One time we didn't do it live, but that went well as well. And last year we did it live and it went even better than I could have possibly imagined. In which I ask you guys to ask me, Zazubaar, questions about whatever the fuck you guys want. And I spend a good long time answering those questions and just celebrating the relationship that you and I have established over these years I've been on YouTube. So, after the success of last year, we're going to do it again this year with Any Questions 3. So, basically it's going to work the exact same way we did it last year. If you guys have a question that you want to ask me, Zazubaar, if you want, as part of a Q&A, a live Q&A, you can post it right down here in the comments section of this particular video. Now, just like last year, we're going to do it the same exact way we did it last year. So here's how it's going to work. If you have a question, sonic screwdriver went off. If you have a question you want to ask me as part of a Q&A about anything, within reason, then you can just post it down here in the comments section, and I will certainly answer it to the best of my ability. So post it down in the comments. Now, we are going to be doing the Q&A live, which means that we are also going to be doing live questions. If you guys have a question that you want to ask live on the show, you can do that as well. Or if you have any other questions you want to ask live on the show, you can do it then as well, if you've already asked a question here. Here's the thing though, I probably won't get to answer every single question that'll come up live because we get a lot of them and the comments on YouTube have just gone to fuck. In terms of live broadcasts, it's a pain in the ass to see the comments as they come up live. You have to constantly refresh the page and, you know, just constantly refresh the page. It's hard to keep up with them live. So if you want to ask a very specific question that you definitely want answered, you better, or you might as well, it'll be better off for your question if you ask it here and put it down in this comment section of this video, because anything asked in this comment section I will definitely answer, because I'll have time to composite all of them as part of a list, and I'll go through that list first on the live broadcast, and once the live broadcast is done, then we're going to go into live Q&A. We might mix it up every now and then, but for the sake of your question, it's better off if you ask it here as opposed to at the live Q&A. So put your questions to me, Zazubaar, in the comment section of this video. I'm going to steal a rule from my good friend Deadpoolzilla, though, because it's a little bit... I don't look at all of the questions before I start the video, because I think that kind of takes away from the immediacy of answering the question. So, in that particular instance, it's better off if, for me, just for me, if you guys would kind of go through the comments, the questions that have already been asked, and make sure that your question hasn't been asked in one form or another. It's easier for me. It keeps the flow of the Q&A going strong, as opposed to answering the same question over and over and over again. So do me a favor, go through the comments before you ask your question. Make sure your question hasn't already been asked. It's not a huge deal if you do, but it's just going to be more entertaining if I get fresh questions as opposed to the same thing asked over and over again. That being said, very few stipulations. Just ask your question in the comments below. Ask as many as you want, again, within reason. I will do my very best to answer them on the live Q&A. Now, when are we going to do the live Q&A? Well, that's a very good question. I know what day I want to do it, but let's just check on the date real quick here. So, we're going to do the Q&A next Tuesday. No, that's a horrible idea, excuse me. We're going to do the Q&A next Monday. Now, that is the day before Christmas Eve. That may seem like an absolutely horrible idea. It might be, but we'll see how it goes. So, we're going to try and do the Q&A probably next Monday. So, next Monday, that is the 23rd. I can't believe I just had to look that up. I should have said the day before Christmas Day. Oh, that's the 23rd. So we're going to do the live Q&A on the 23rd. We're going to start at probably around 7:30 to 8 o'clock. I will put up another video the day of the Q&A to say exactly what the date and time is going to be. So, or the time rather. It's definitely going to be next Monday. Look out for a future video saying what time it's going to be. I just dropped my sonic screwdriver on out. So that's going to about do it for this video. So again, post your questions and concerns and comments in the comment section of this video, so they are definitely answered live at the Q&A. But again, if something comes up and you want to ask live, then you're more than welcome to. But the ability for me to answer is going to be the probability of me answering your question. That makes more sense. The probability of me answering your question is going to go up drastically if you ask it in this comment section as opposed to live. So, be sure to ask your question in the comment section below, and be sure to join the live Q&A on December 23rd here at Zazubaar Film Productions. We're going to have special guests, we're going to have games, we're going to have a ton of shit going on. It's going to be a live Q&A in the style of last year, but we're going to do more stuff than we did last year. We're going to have trivia questions. I'm going to try and do a brand new thing I've never done live before. I'm going to try and play a game that I really like to play. Not trivia related, an actual game. We're going to try and do it live and try and get it to work. So if you want to experience that as well as get your questions answered, be sure to check out that live Q&A. I'm not sure what the title... Oh, the title is definitely going to be Answering Your Questions 3. But the style of the video, it's of the live broadcast itself, is going to be much more so an anniversary kind of thing. Because it's going to be very close to my 6th year on YouTube. I joined YouTube on January 8th of 2008. So it's a big deal around this time of year, since it's always it's the anniversary of when I joined YouTube. So this broadcast will serve that purpose as well as being my 6th anniversary of being on YouTube. So without any further rambling from me, again, ask your questions in the comment section below this video, and be sure to join the live broadcast on December 23rd, 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, here on Zazubaar Film Productions, to get your questions answered, to experience games, whoa, my voice just cracked, to experience the live fun of the Q&A. So without any further ado, ask your questions below, plan out your schedules, and get ready for the live Q&A. Anyway, so that's going to do it for this Any Questions 3 video. I am Zazubaar, and I look forward to answering your questions. So until next time, stay frosty, kids. It's winter, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, sayonara.